Heavies versus Swordies. Peter, who you got?
Ooh, personally, I'm gonna say Pierce might have the advantage here because I mean you can wall out a little bit better, but you both got great up Bs out of shield. Like,
Oh, yeah, there's tons of pressure here. Now the question is, how does Pierce actually get back? Just brave, instant neutral get up into the grab.
I mean, you need that bravery when you're going against a heavy because heavies, grapplers, stuff like that, what they want to do is instill fear. And how do you prevent being afraid? You got to be brave.
Don't respect them at all. Exactly. Yep. Just basically say, you can go ahead and toss out these fake options. I've got the real stuff right here, and Lucina has that safe pressure to make Bowser jealous. We're already kind of seeing it a little bit when we're talking about that out-of-shield game. Lucina is probably actually the better of the two. I mean, that's scary considering how good Bowser is.
Did you see that?
Parry.
A parry on the shield breaker. Wow. Now, speaking of bravery,
that's it right there, exactly. It was also probably a little bit of desperation by Titan because, if he held shield, that was gone.
Yeah. But, I mean, sometimes you just got to send a message, go, hey, I can parry this.
Yep. Hey, I'm good. Good player alert.
Yeah. Skill difference.
Exactly. Again, trying to get that jump in neutral B, not working out. The sliding forward tilt, though, a little bit too slow for Titan. Getting forced to the corner. How do you actually get up against Lucina? That great range.
Huge. Oh, my God.
Biggest range in the game, if I do recall. The heavies all have those now, which they need, in all fairness. Every heavy can't get back from stage.
Yeah.
So
might need to take a shower after seeing that.
Ooh, the up B and the inappropriate DI right there. Looked like Titan was holding out because he was trying to, jump over Pierce's options.
Yeah, sometimes that happens where you accidentally DI the wrong way because you were trying to go somewhere.
Yeah, hold buffer's a thing. It's a miserable thing, too. It's basically like, I didn't adjust immediately, so it buffered my DI from what I was trying to do with my jump. Okay, Titan. Enough of that.
Oh, man.
The immediate just, empty hop into the forward smash. Please. He's swinging.
I was not expecting to see such, high quality, of a game when we are in losers already, compared to already such fantastic winners games, but I'm liking this.
I didn't expect this aggression. I figured that this would be Pierce trying to be a little bit more calm and cool against his Bowser, but Titan has basically made any kind of defensive gameplay very difficult given his, shall we say, very unique options. Like that up smash was very good call out on that get up.
And Pierce had the right idea, just at the wrong time. That's sort of what's the most frustrating when you're like, I had the right answer. I just did it on the wrong question.
Yeah, got the read, just not the reaction.
Yeah.
Roll in. Oh, that's actually the problem with Lucina and Mart, too, is that they're pretty bad against spot dodges. They don't have a ton of multi-hits. It's basically only the side B.
Woo, Thundercats.
Gets the up smash to claim that stock, and then
Whoa!
attack actually win. Invone frames FTW, my man.
Love to see it. And especially because that's such a heavy-looking move versus
that's meaty.
Swipe.
That's 100% meaty.
Yeah.
Titan a little bit was that an attempted waveland back?
I think so.
These landing options getting blown up with the up B, though. And Pierce went for it all with that down air of his own in an awkward spot. And the back air is going to trade, and that is not one that Pierce wants to see. Bowser back air, one of the better options in the game when it comes for taking early stocks. And Titan will take that trade every day, though.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And one thing that I think that Pierce needs to improve on, Pierce was going for that shield breaker a little bit too much.
True,
if you ask me. A little too reliant on that, and we saw Titan was able to deal with it pretty much every single time. Either just able to regular block it, parry it, just say, hey, I can take that, I don't care.
So I liked the option. He was using it to try to outspace Bowser neutral B, which is, it's Marcina's longest range move, so she can go ahead and toss that out and try to outspace the Flame Breath. But the problem is, you can only get away with that so often.
And if they're trying to space you out.
And also, we saw Titan react to it after a little while. Yeah. It's you'd see Lucina jump in, and you know the neutral beat's coming, so you end it early, and then you either get that parry or get that shield, and it wasn't going to go ahead and break shield uncharged.
And, they're going to town. Maybe gives a bit more space for Pierce to get away. That might be the answer.
In addition, those narrow side blast zones can be super beneficial for Lucina, particularly with edge guarding with back air. Great parry with the neutral air, though.
One thing to consider as well, though, this means one Bowser F smash at 30.
Oh yeah, you're just
getting
toast.
Yeah,
100% toast. Don't get hit by that.
Yeah, it gets served with eggs and avocado. Ooh. And
Be out of shield. I think we're going to be seeing a lot of that from both of these players. Both of them try to do the pointless wavelands. Every time a player does that and gets lost in the sauce and punished for it, I'm just like, yes.
I do that. I'm like, I literally will just get blown up for it, but I go, wasn't that a sick waveland though? It'll be the smoothest thing you've ever seen.
I love it that's become like the version of perfect pivoting.
Yeah.
Where it's like nobody ever perfect pivoted for anything other than after the stock was taken.
Whoa!
That great edge guarding right there. It's coming into play.
Speaking
right
of the
there
stock being taken.
Yep. Good parry. And
Oh, no.
That's not going to take the stock, though. It's a little bit too high.
Yeah. But, yeah, that platform being off stage does mean that Bowser's side B is going to be so scary. You don't want to get command grabbed.
One thing, it's been relatively interesting. I haven't seen Pierce, I think, land a single side B that's been particularly impactful. It feels like instead Pierce is doing a lot of jumps, and Titan is jumping in return. And usually that's like the opposite of what you want to do. If Lucina's in the air, you want to be on the ground. You want to be in shield, preventing her from like getting those jump-ins for free. But instead, Titan like willing to air this Lucina. And so far, has not worked out this stock quite yet.
Ooh. And I'm seeing a lot of difference here. Before we were seeing Pierce go for a lot of those shield breakers at ledge, trying to do that as like a jump shield breaker, but it wasn't really working. Changing it up a bit, going for ledge jump into aerial, or just going for a different ledge option in general. And I love to see that. Those adaptations mid-set.
Good down air to bust out of disadvantage. Now the question is, what can Titan get out of this? He gets the tech, and then the immediate roll away. The standing grab barely missing. The down air busts out of disadvantage. Titan needs to cash in this stock. He's at high rage. Any kind of a strong kill move here will seize the lead back, so Pierce has to play consistent.
Yeah, you got to be spacing out Bowser. Okay, now it's not as scary because Bowser doesn't have max rage anymore, and F Smash won't, well, it might still kill you. You're
probably.
At 80. But it won't just kill you from like opposite side of the stage as easily anymore. Oh, okay, almost. If it were just a little bit further to the right, that would have been one of them. Like, oh my God, you got to tech those. You got to tech those.
That is an unforced error. You hate to see those.
Ooh. And because of that, it's now our game 3. We saw some good adaptations from Pierce this game, and Pierce got rewarded for it.
Yeah, I mean, really, I think the tail of that was a really good counter pick. But the problem felt like, well, first of all, just losing that stock super early is never something that you want to see if you're a big body. In addition, you never saw the big hit. We never saw Bowser get like a forward tilt to edge to 2-frame. We never saw like the side B kill at 60. Just did not take big enough advantage of those narrow side blast zones was Titan. But instead, we're going to a stage with no narrow blast zones. Kalo's biggest stage on the stage list just about.
But this does have those off-stage platforms, which does mean that if Titan wants to land those command grabs, you're going to be getting a lot of value off of them. However, Town also had that, and we saw no value from those command grabs. So,
in addition, this isn't a stage that you can like really mix up your recovery as much on, which is interesting because Titan has a linear recovery in that up B, and typically, like with something like Stadium 2, you can go under the lip. But with this one, you just
Whoa!
No, Pierce going for the immediate neutral get up into the grab gets blown up by Titan's aggressive up smash. I dig the option, and this is the lead you want to see if you're Bowser.
Yeah, this is looking really good for Titan right now. Got to keep this momentum going, though. You want extra credit. You don't want to have to do more than write your name on that test.
Oh, great counter there. It still gets punished for it, but I think Pierce absolutely did not want to burn his double jump in that situation, so I respect the option.
Yeah. Wow.
Down air out of disadvantage again. Titan gets away with those, and so far he is not guessed incorrectly. The side B, though, it's so hard to like get on and to cross up Bowser when you know that he can just do that option. The up B, it's short, and I think he was trying to go into the flame breath, but he didn't get the strong hitbox.
Right. He was just outside of range, and because of that, Titan's now got a full stock lead and invincibility right now. So,
big man with full invuln and a full stock lead. That is a rough way to start your comeback situation, and it is just getting harder and harder right here for Pierce.
Yeah, that was such a good meaty up B at ledge, too. Really just going, okay, I can just catch you going for a neutral get up. Try it. And with that, I mean, look at that. Such a huge lead right now, and it's just climbing.
Trades, it just feels like these jump-ins by Lucina are kind of getting blown up, or at the very least, Pierce is getting traded. And when you're down to full stock, you can't afford that. You have to be going 2 for 1 with your opponent damage-wise. When it's 1 for 1, you are losing badly. So I think we got to stay a little bit more grounded and try to blow this man up without like removing the option to shield.
But one scary thing about being grounded does mean that you are more likely to get command grabbed as well. And with Bowser with rage and you're at 100, if you get command grabbed,
True. It's with Lucina with your disjoints, you shouldn't ever be like in a spot where Bowser has that
That's
option.
true.
You should be able to react to him try to come in on you.
Wow. That was such a great bait.
He did it
my
again.
God.
He did standard get up into grab, and
Wow.
then Titan recognized it and immediately preloaded the up smash. That was a phenomenal understanding from Titan of what Pierce loves to do, getting up. Those aggressive options, you can get away with